The Utah Springtime Series is back in 2025, and this year's escapade ended up being a combination of good luck events and bad luck happenings, both of which were on the extreme ends of the spectrum. To start, the bad luck reared its ugly head with the warmest, driest week in the Cottonwoods since the powder panic began a couple weeks ago. Yeah, Alta and Snowbird were skiing mega pow before us, but when we went, the mountain dried itself up completely. This resulted in a nasty freeze-thaw cycle, many wet slide closures, and a disappointing final bucket list, sort of. On the positive side, the week of predictable weather resulted in some exotic terrain openings that had not yet been had this winter. This whole dry spell gave us the first taste of spring for the season, and with Chief in Europe, it would mostly be me, with a few joint laps with my brother, that would be tackling this series head on. Today was the first and objectively best day of the trip, as we journeyed up to Alta once more to ski more expert gated terrain around the mountain. Enjoy the video.
There's a little black spot on the sun today. It's my soul up there. It's the same old thing as yesterday. It's my soul up there. There's a black hat caught in a high tree top. It's my soul up there. There's a flagpole rag and the wind won't stop. It's my soul up there. I stood here before inside the pouring rain. The world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain. But it's my destiny to be the king out there. There's a fossil that's trapped in a high cliff wall. That's my soul up there. There's a dead salmon frozen in a water.
Good morning, everybody. It is Rerun Randy. We're back at Alta and Snowbird, Alta for day one here, the springtime series in Utah. It's a proper springtime series this year. This year, it's more like season 4. It is going to be extremely warm, wet slide warm, but they do have a lot of stuff scheduled, like Mount Baldy, backside, all that good stuff. So basically, we're just watching the sun, waiting for it to warm up real nice. Spring ski and slush. Mount Baldy should be really cool if we can get up there. I don't think it's been open since their big old storms. Speaking of storms, they have had quite a bit of giant storms. They're having a pretty decent year now towards the end. The beginning, it was a little slow, but they're almost at 500 inches now. Pretty high tide. They got a bunch of inner lodges this early March, and we're coming now, and it's like a warm-up week. So it'll be a bit unfortunate. Just like 4 days ago, it was inner lodge conditions, and now it's very spring skiing-ish. So Snowbird and Alta do their spring skiing proper. They open stuff up to go on the mountain, because we're probably gonna head to either Colin's, Glory Hole, any of that stuff. See you there.
I stood here before inside the pouring rain. The world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain. But it's my destiny to be the king out there. There's a king on a throne with his eyes drawn out. There's a blind man looking for a shadow of doubt. There's a rich man sleeping on a golden bed. There's a skeleton choking on a crust of bread. King of pain. There's a red fox torn by a huntsman's pack. It's my soul up there. There's a black winged gull with a broken back. It's my soul up there. There's a little black spot on the sun today. It's the same old thing as yesterday. I stood here before inside the pouring rain. The world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain. But it's my destiny to be the king out there. King of pain. King of pain.
Alright, too, man. Yeah.
meet you on a ship on a long, long trip. Your lips close to my lips. All the islands in the ocean, all the heavens in the ocean. Let me show you the world in my eyes. That's all there is. Nothing more than you can touch now. That's all there is. Let me show you the world in my eyes. Let me show you the world in my
Hey Tristan, we're gonna make a hard.
Caroline loves and it's raining all day. She loves to be one of the girls. She lives in a place in the side of our lives where nothing is ever put straight. She turns herself around and she smiles and she says, "This is it, that's the end of the joke." And loses herself in her dreaming and sleep, and her lovers will prove in their coats. Yes, pretty in pink, isn't she? Pretty in pink, isn't she? All the lovers on top of the notes and the flowers that they never sent. Oh, wasn't she easy? Isn't she pretty in pink? The one who insists he was first in the line is the last to remember her name. He's walking around in this dress that she wore. She's gone, but the joke's the same. Pretty in pink, isn't she? Pretty in pink, isn't she? Caroline talks to you softly sometimes. She says, "I love you," and too much. She doesn't have anything you want to steal. Well, nothing you can touch. She waves. She buttons your shirt. The traffic is waiting outside. She hands you this coat. She gives you your clothes. These cards collide. Pretty in pink, isn't she? Pretty in pink, isn't she?
It's a lot.
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 Like life. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like life. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Master and servant. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like life. That's what's up here. You despise and throw away fear. Always want to be fun. Then this is the one. Let's play Master and Servant. Come on, Master and Servant. Let's play Master and Servant. Come on, Master and Servant.
City sky comes down like rain through all the alleys to the sea. I hear footsteps getting louder, drowning in my sleep. Painted lies on painted lips that promise heaven tastes like this. I don't believe that I believed in you. All that money wants, all that money wants. All that money wants. Sunday's child will fall through faith. I feel I'm falling out of grace. Grey city sky comes down like rain. Drown me in my sleep. People fade and I forget you. I hear footsteps, see their faces, but it all means nothing to me now. All that money wants. All that money wants. All that money wants. City sky comes down like rain through all the alleys to the sea. I hear her footsteps getting louder. I'm drowning in my sleep. Painted lies on broken lips. Promise heaven tastes like this. Cable pushed on full of pins. Sunday's child will fall through faith. I feel I'm falling out of grace. I see the sky come down like rain to drown me in my sleep. People fade and I forget you. I hear footsteps, I see faces, but it all means nothing to me. All that money wants.
Whew. That was a pretty freaking fun day. Softened up really quickly, just how I'd hoped. Closed down a little too quickly in my opinion, but I don't know, there's probably a good reason for the wet slides. We got a freaking awesome amount of terrain today. Tomorrow at Snowbird should be the same. I'm not very confident with how Solitude's terrain is gonna go. I don't think they'll open that stuff. These guys are a lot more spring skiing orientated. I don't think they'll open Fantasy Ridge or Evergreen Peak, but we'll see. Maybe later on in the week they'll shut up and do something about it, but I don't know.
I'll talk to you guys the rest of the car. See you later.
I actually enjoyed that a bit more than when we came here in January. Yeah, the snow was a bit better, but I don't know, I like spring skiing corn, especially when it's like actually in the chutes you want to ski and not just kind of on the faces. The thing about Alta is there's slopes go all over the place. There's north facing, there's south, east, west, all the facing slopes. So you can find anything for any type of day. Sneaky Pete's was cool. I'm bummed I didn't go over the secret chutes. I was a little bit not confident enough with my knowledge there. I'll try to go back later on, and it kind of closed down for the warm. Lots of stuff closed today that I didn't get to ski more, and that's going to be a bigger problem tomorrow because it's going to be a lot warmer. If Baldy Chutes are open tomorrow, we're going to try and do Baldy Chutes again. Probably hike from Snowbird. It's a lot easier than it was for Alta. I did not like that Alta hike, but honestly, it was worth it. I've never done a little chute, and that snow was really good. I'm glad we did that because sound like Baldy Chutes, the main chute was a little bit more scraped off, and little chute was awesome. It was an amazing day. As always, my name is Rerun Randy. Here with the... How the hell did these guys get here? And the... And it'll only get better here, I think, spring skiing wise. So we'll see you tomorrow for another day of the Utah Series Springtime Edition. Later. Oh goodness.
Oh no. Going back to the 80s for that one. Dang.
Bermuda? Might as well. We have not. I haven't been to Bermuda since the late 80s.
Oh no. No, we're good. Is that? No, we're good. Psych! Oh. Damn it! They closed it because it got too warm. It's a cool shimmy, but I don't like it. No matter how you're doing, your ankle is still gonna hurt.
What's up, everybody? Brennan's hacking up a lung. I'm just chilling after this long ass hike. The legs are cooked. It's hot. Might just set up my lawn chair up here. Quite a view. And just kind of hang out, maybe grill some steaks or something. I don't know.